Hello everyone, this is Pat with the Angel Divination YouTube channel with our Oracle card reading and message for Sunday, the 10th of March 2013. For today's reading, I'm going to be using the Angel Tarot Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. I don't use this one too often. I'm not quite as familiar with the Tarot, but let's see what its message is for us today as we come into finishing up our weekend. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, a lovely Sunday. Woo! Okay. So there's a few messages that have jumped out here. Let's see what they are. The first one is the Four of Air, and it says, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Wow. So basically, this is like the exact same message as what we got yesterday. And because it's come up again, it's a really, really strong message. Now, as I understand in the Tarot, the element of air has to do with our thought processes. It's our mental processes. And so this is really about taking a rest from, the stuff that you've been rolling over and around, in your mind. It's giving yourself a mental break from something and just letting it go, putting it aside, putting it to rest. And it's really emphasizing this. Allow yourself more time before making a decision or moving into the next thing, okay? And as you can see, this unicorn in the picture is really, it's just laying down, taking a break. This is like a real permission to take a nap today, okay? If if you've been feeling like that's what you want, give yourself permission to do it today. The cards certainly are. Really, take a time out. This message has been so strong over the past few days that we really should not ignore it at all. And turn over your cares and worries, your responsibilities and things like that to the angels, or, to whomever you pray to, and ask them to look after them for you. Ask Archangel Michael to look after them for you. So they really will help. And, even the description in the book says, it's time to rest. Take a vacation or just create some time to regroup and rejuvenate. Retreat from the world and any stresses or concerns. If you've been sick or ill, focus on healing and don't rush back to action. That was part of the message I got the other day, not too long ago. Give yourself, it's about healing. If you've been sick or had a condition, it's really about taking the time to let your body and your mind really heal. Okay. This card also suggests that you need some time alone, and it just. Some time for reflection. This is, again, what I was talking about yesterday. So I don't want to belabor it since it's a repeat message. But, when messages come up repeatedly like this, it means they're important ones. So it seems like it's an important time of, inner reflection. And we all need that time out every so often in our life to regroup. And with Mercury being retrograde, it's a good time. It's the best, almost one of the best uses of Mercury retrograde is to allow yourself to relax, rejuvenate, review things, reflect, and the rest time and the meditation, getting a little more sleep will really help you to see things from a new perspective. So let's see what the other card is that came out. It's the Eight of Water. Now, water, as I understand it in the tarot, or in this particular tarot anyways, has to do with the emotions. And this says, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Now, we had the butterfly maiden come up the other day from the goddesses. So I want to remind you that we are what these cards are indicating is that we're in a real transformational process. And when that goes on, when that's taking place, it is important to relax and allow things to unfold. Allow yourself to process some of the deeper emotions that are coming up maybe, or in that time that you use to get away from your normal routines and schedules, it gives you time to just contemplate and meditate on things and just notice what comes up. Notice what surfaces for you. And it's, it just indicates there's some deep processing going on. And the 8 of Water, let's see. Water is the emotion, so it suggests, as I said, that there may be some emotional energies or some emotional issues that surface for you. And they may even be from the past, and it's just maybe that there's elements of it that you haven't processed yet. So, be okay with just acknowledging what comes up, giving it its space so that it can move on. Okay? Now, the 8 of Water says, now you're feeling the need to move on, and it has a lot to do with the fact that, in a process of, when we're in a process of transformation, it's like we're in the space in between things, where the things that we used to find endearing or exciting to us, they've really lost that spark. They've lost that attraction to us. We aren't quite drawn to the same things anymore, but we haven't quite found the new pathways yet either, the new grounds for things that are inspiring or exciting to us. So it can feel like this empty space for a while. And it doesn't mean that there's nothing out there. It doesn't mean that things won't move on. It just means you're in that space in between, like the space in between the notes that makes the music, the space in between the words, kind of a thing. And it means that you've done a lot of spiritual growth and personal growth work. And it's bringing you to new places that you're desiring to go. So there's a lot of inner reflection going on about, where you'd like to go and what you'd like to do next. Don't feel like you have to find something, but just sort of work with that exploration, I want to say. And it may be that it is time to relocate, to move, to get a new or different kind of job, to really do something new and different for yourself and explore some completely new area. It's just as though these cards are indicating there's sort of a longing for that going on. Now, the final card that came out is the High Priestess, which is the Archangel, represented by the Archangel Haniel. And it says, listen to your intuition, have patience, and consider carefully what you want before acting. Okay? So really make sure that something resonates with you. And really give yourself, whoops, technical difficulties here with the card standing up. So really examine your motives, what it is that you truly desire, what your intuition is telling you. I'm really having technical difficulties with these cards today. Oh. But most of all, I feel like this message is really have patience with yourself. It does say that on the card message, but it's definitely a don't rush into action. Really stop and enjoy this time of relaxation and quiet, and because once the energy gets moving again, it will probably move forward pretty rapidly. And things will get very busy again for you. So enjoy this time of rest. Enjoy this time of contemplation and thinking. Really be patient with yourself. And don't feel like you have to choose something. Don't feel like you have to be doing or, let go of the have-tos or should-be's or, that kind of thing. And it's, again, bringing your attention to the fact that your answers lie within you, and that you can trust yourself, and that you can trust your process. You are so much wiser than what you realize or what you think yourself to be. And Haniel is the Archangel. I believe her name means glory of God. And she helps us to give glory to God by manifesting our highest potential. And she helps us to see that potential with us, the undiscovered, talents that we have that, maybe other people see, but we're not always aware of. And she helps us to see the best in humanity. So, and the High Priestess is a real, I think, at least I feel in this moment, is a real catalyst of change. She's Haniel herself is, grace is the word I was looking for before too. She brings a lot of grace and poise into our lives, and she helps us with our feelings and our sensitivity. So in this instance, she's acting as a spiritual teacher as well, to learn from these times of reflection. The card itself means, again, really, patience is urged. No need to race into action right now. Take the time to gain more insight. You have the time, take it. And don't let anybody force you into making a decision before you're ready, okay? So, and that I feel is key. If someone's, kind of pushing you to make up your mind, to, as we say, shit or get off the pot, don't feel pressured by that. Really give yourself time to make a decision, to do some research internally before you move forward. So, I don't want to belabor, all these points too much. The message is pretty clear for this weekend, and it's, it's nice to have that time. Just ask the angels for additional insights, and know that it's okay to take this time for yourself, because we are entering a new phase. The springtime energies are coming in, and it's, in connection with that, with those cycles and rhythms, which Haniel is also very much about. She's about cycles and rhythms too. In connection with those rhythms, it is that time. It's the end of the winter hibernation, if you will, if you're in the winter season, and that time to take it slow and easy before a period of new growth. So it's important to take that time to rest, relax, and rejuvenate. And your guides are working on you and healing you. There's some schools of thought that say, that even our DNA is being changed. And if that's true, if our guides and angels are working on us that way, then we need to allow our rest time for our body to adapt to that, to all the changes in energy, to the changes in the earth cycles. So, know that it's important for that to take place. It's just as important for us as it is out in nature, because we are connected to nature and we are part of nature. So anyways, those are our messages for today. I hope you have a wonderful and very restful Sunday. And I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Many blessings to you.